Hello YouTube, welcome back to AutoTune, where today we're doing it again. I'm gonna be cutting the muffler off of the red truck because I saw a YouTube video showing how good that Aero 5.3 sounds with no muffler. So my favorite tool, I use it a lot. And I'm doing this because my only other option, I will show you actually, was this. That's off of a 3/4 ton. In order to get it to fit on my truck, I need to adjust the brackets. I need to take about this much off in order for them to fit into the frame rails. I'm not doing that today for two reasons. One, I need another set of hands in order to place it on the truck to make sure that everything is centered. The planes are so loud, but I need another set of hands to center it on the front of the truck, and I just really don't feel like doing it today. So, there's two more. They're everywhere. So, I'm doing something easy that I know I can do by myself that I've done in the past. And that is cutting exhaust up. I'm gonna climb under the driver's side just because I know I can crawl all the way under. It's fun crawling under a truck, guys. You should all get one and do it for yourself. I'm actually in a really good place because I'm cutting right behind this hanger. I'm going to cut right there. And I don't need really anything. It's just going to go real quick, I hope. Ugh. Oh, jeez. Oh, need a little bit more of this. And the plane's going overhead again. There it be. Airplane going right overhead. You noisy bastards, go away. Okay, there it is, guys. That was not my cleanest cut ever, but it got the job done. Like I said, it's fun crawling under trucks. If you don't have one, you should get one and do it sometime. Especially when the ground is wet after it rained this morning. I always unplug the saw after I'm done so it doesn't do anything weird. Now, I believe I have a sound clip of this truck from before the back half of the exhaust fell off. So I'll probably put that in here before I put the new sound in, because I never got one today. But I know I have one somewhere. So I'll get that, and I am filthy now. I rolled around in an anthill. But there's that old muffler. I don't think it was doing a whole lot, but let's see how good it sounds now. I'm gonna actually flip the camera around, so it will take one moment. Alright, got the camera flipped. I am walking into a weed. And this is the lovely thing about having a magic start. It didn't change a whole lot. It's a little bit louder. It's actually still very quiet. Good. It sounds better though, I think. And I am still running it through the cats. So, story time. You can't see it, but in the garage in front of the red truck is my blue truck. Corvette's right here. Suburban, red truck. None of my 4 vehicles have mufflers. The blue truck is still running its cat. This still has its cats. This still has its cats. This has no cats. That's the difference running your factory catalytic converters will make. This truck is not obnoxious. It's got a little bit more growl to it. It sounds really good. My that is not how many miles my truck has, do not worry. It has about 211. I had to have this entire cluster replaced. That's how many miles the truck had that it came out of. Because if I put it down into gear, it goes park, reverse, neutral, drive, and then it doesn't go anywhere else. And then there's 2 gears under that. So this truck, the original cluster, went park, reverse, neutral, drive, 3, 2, 1. So this is not the original cluster. That's why that says that. But oh, I like that sound. It crackles. I like that sound. I'm starting to fall in love with this truck again. There was a long while where I did not want it anymore. I had a string of problems with it, and I've only had the truck for a year and a half. I'm gonna switch the camera back around so I can talk to you guys. So, I had a string of problems with this truck. My face looks bad. I'm sorry that you have to look at me, but I had a string of problems with this truck. First off, there was something drawing power out of the battery. Found out that it was the cluster. It was drawing 11.5 volts out of the battery. So if I let this sit for more than a couple of days, dead battery. Got that fixed. That was $500. Took the truck in to have the front end realigned because I thought something was knocked out of whack. Also, excuse the hair, I'm letting it grow out again. I thought something was out of whack in the front end. So, I took it to get it aligned, found out that I needed new ball joints in the front. So I took it up to the shop, told them, hey, I need all new ball joints in the front end. While they were at it, they replaced the passenger side CV axle. I didn't know that needed to be replaced. So that cost me $1,000. After I had all of that work done, truck was starting just fine, it was driving just fine, and then one day it decided it didn't want to start. So I was thinking, what the fuck is wrong with this truck? Excuse my language, but at the time, I couldn't deal with it anymore. I wanted to call the scrapyard and tell them to come and get it. So I called up to the shop that did all the front end work on it. I talked to the manager up there. He said, it sounds like your starter gone out. So I went to essentially the U-Pull-It yard. I didn't have to pull one, fortunately, because they had one already pulled. So went to there, paid $65 for it instead of paying like $200 for one. Brought it home, managed to get the old starter out, which is a feat in itself, because there's about this much room to get this big of a starter out. So that was fun. It took me an hour and a half to do it. An hour of it was pulling the old starter out. And then I took a 15-minute break, and then it took me about 10 minutes to push the new starter in. So it's a lot easier to put things back together after you take them apart. So, put a new starter in. Thought I was going to have to jump the truck because I thought I had drained the battery. But I gave it a shot anyway. It fired right up. I have been driving it quite often since then, and it's been a month, something like that, since I replaced the starter. And it's been good to me for the last few weeks, at the very least. So I'm starting to fall in love with this truck again. There was a very long time where I wanted to get rid of it and get an older truck, because you can tell I like my older trucks, and then the spoiled one in the garage. So that's kind of catching up on this thing. Oh, I like that. It crackles. So, with that, this was a very quick video. I'm kind of rushed because I want to get this video out before the end of the month. The end of the month is Tuesday. It is Friday. So, I wanted to do something very simple. This is very simple. This is the third one I've done. And all three of them sound amazing. Surprisingly, with my pickups, both this one and the blue one, it didn't change the volume a whole lot, but it changed the sound. Whereas with the... Sorry for that quick cut. My phone ran out of storage space, so I'm going to really quickly wrap this up. But anyways, pickups didn't change a whole lot in volume where the Suburban did. All three of them changed a lot in tone and sound. That was all I was going to say, and then I was going to wrap up. So, if you enjoyed this muffler delete video, that's literally all it's been, and a catch-up, smash that like button. It helps a lot more than you'll ever know. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and if you want to know when I upload, ring that bell, so that hopefully YouTube will notify you when I do. And with that, I'll see you next time on AutoTune.